Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Mech Merlin stream. Tonight is going to be a rather atypical stream. I don't usually stream on Fridays, but I do have commitments, meaning I have a customer build that needs to be done. And today's customer build is the one I was trying to finish yesterday, but because I got home way too late, you'll see that I got, let's see. I'm curious what these stabs are. They look to be Duroc V2s, perfect. Duroc V2s they are. Okay. See, Merv says, Merlin, do you have a Mammoth or a Zoom 65? No, I do not. I thought about getting a Mammoth, but it's just like, I feel like it's going to be one of those boards that are too big. And I say that despite having a Wind X, which is definitely bigger. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, if you were fortunate enough to jump in on that early on, or cut it up into eyeballs, that's crazy. That's so crazy. Like, if you have the money, then sure, go for it. If you guys have been following up on my weekly group buy news, our average so far has been like mid 2000s, week per week, right? Like right now, to have joined every single group buy that I talked about for 2021, you would have spent around $135,000. $135,000, right? Remove the white paper from the back of the conductive foam block that came with your PCB and stick it below the USB port where it says foam. That's a pretty big foam block, and there's not a lot of space, so I may have to trim it. I will do that at a later time. Yeah, that's so much easier. That's so much easier. You missed the Filipino keycaps? The EPBT by buy-in? Yeah. Alright, that's soldered in. Hooray, that was so much easier than when I built mine. It looks like Keys has definitely upgraded their processes. Luke Dorney cheered 50 bits. Dude, thank you so much. Redeemed Hydrate. Thank you. Alright, so what's next? Stabilizers. And screw in those stabilizers. You just built your Satisfaction 75. I hope you like it. Is there an option to do a 2U on the Freebird or only the layout shown in the pics? Because it's a hot swap board, I would assume it's only the layout shown in the pics. But there may be the option to buy a different PCB for it. Yeah, I would look through the description there. Alright. Got all the stabs in place. Let's go put the plate on and do a little bit of testing. Got part of it done. Tonight will strictly just be soldering. For our foreplay here, let's make a little bit more room. Let's move that out of the way. Everyone should be holding raffles until Lunar New Year at this point. Yeah, just because Lunar New Year, if you celebrate Lunar New Year, and your family does, and you also celebrate the giving of red envelopes, then more than likely you will get some money to buy some keyboards or whatnot, you know? Are those Epsilons? Yes, these are Epsilons from Divinikey, courtesy of the customer. I did lube and film them. How have I been liking the Q2? I really like the Q2. It's definitely in the layout that I prefer. I feel like I could still, like, the Q2 comes default with the steel plate, and I think that's throwing me off a lot. I don't typically use a steel plate, so what I'm experiencing with this is more stiffness that I'm used to, and a little bit higher pitch sounds that I'm used to. So I'm hoping to get like an aluminum plate or possibly an FR4 plate one day. But overall, it's been a great experience. No, I guess I pulled a little too hard, broke up the solder, but that doesn't matter. Is the Satisfaction Center have extras coming out soon? I don't know actually. You might just have to pay attention to the Canon Keys Discord. There we go. Let me grab that. Let's give myself a little bit more room here. Start soldering bit by bit. Oh, man. It's a Friday, and I'm glad that it's a Friday. A lot of people here in the United States have a 3-day weekend. Monday we celebrate Martin Luther King Day. So I am one of them. See, Breeze says, question for you or anyone in chat. I've got a tray mounted board with the brass plate, but the plate covers up 2 of the screw holes. Should I just ignore the 2 holes then and put the switches and everything on first? Well, that's the thing. Depending on the design that your board is going for, some of those holes are obfuscated so that it improves the typing feel. So I guess you just have to figure out if what they advertise is what you actually experience, right? Any theories on how GMK can make stabilizers tick less? Is the keycap heavier? I don't think this is a problem for a keycap manufacturer to solve, because the problem with why stabilizers tick is because the wire itself is not balanced. Right? So it's not a problem for the keycap manufacturer, it's a problem for the stabilizer manufacturer. See, I remember from my round 1, from my Rev 1, I got sent additional screws as well. So I wonder if he did the same thing here. See, Merlin just installed Elderberry on a Mode 65 and the space seems unbalanced. Is it the bar or the stabs, you think? It could be the bar, it could be the stabs, or it could be both. No, without actually seeing it in person, I probably wouldn't be able to give you like a definitive answer. But I would start by process of elimination, right? Process of elimination. Try to use a different spacebar, right? And if the issue persists, then more than likely it's not your choice of keycap. What switches am I using? You can find out whatever switches I'm using by executing the ! keyboard command. And tonight, the customer has chosen to use Divinikey's Epsilon switches. Let me change out this board again. Going back to the Q2. See, Suri has renamed herself. Luminous Peak. Nice. Okay. Shoots. Super annoying. An O-ring went between the plate. There we go. Got it back. That's so annoying. There we go. I'm just glad that this board isn't that wide, otherwise I would not be able to hold it with like one hand. I'd be struggling a lot more if this was like maybe like a TKL. Okay, almost there. Almost there. Just a little bit more. So already you're annoying enough the screw drops in between the plate and the PCB and you have to fish through all the switches. Yeah, that's the worst part, man. Like having an O-ring drop isn't so bad, but having a screw drop, that's the real issue, because you're like a screw is metal, so it can cause shorts. Right? And you don't want that. You absolutely do not want that. So many more screws, oh my gosh. Not fun. Whew. There we go. That was a pain. It was one hell of a pain. Okay. Put the rest of these in. All right. Formaldehyde says clap. Yeah, I know, right? Thank you. That was quite the ordeal, so to speak. Quite the ordeal. Was not very happy doing that. But what I need to do before I put this in the case is that I need to put that ESD pad of sorts, or that ESD foam, and trim it a bit as well. How much is the total you can get per month from the affiliate links? Want to be a streamer like you someday? Really depends, but you know, it's not as much as you would think. As you can see, I'm not like a big channel. I'm not like Mr. Beast or like anything, right? If I were Mr. Beast though, I'd make like millions. Millions upon millions. Okay, interesting. I was told that I could trim this, but it seems like I can't. Here, let's try. Yeah, that's super precarious. Here, let's try. Let us try. So if you guys have a satisfaction R1, you know that this was not actually an option then as well. So this is all new. This is all new. So that's good. Alright, so what I have done is I have made it thin. Just because the thing about this foam is once you put it in the case, it tends to compress. So if it compresses too much, it starts touching the rest of the components. And that's not good, because that creates a short. So you don't want that. You absolutely do not want that. Okay, perfect. That's good. I got it. I cut it to the right size. Excellent. How to disable sticky keys, because I people think I might have turned it on. That's why I can't type on my board. Go back to system settings and ease of access, system settings, ease of access, yep. And scroll down to keyboard. Keyboard. Okay, there we go. I see keyboard. Use sticky keys. It's off. It's definitely off right now. Okay, well, let's try again. Nope, it's still there. It's still that same issue. Really might just have to be like a restart, unfortunately. Here's what it is. It is what it is. Did SAT75 restock recently? I don't know, but supposedly there is an extra sale going on in the near future. You know what that means too? I feel like I can't properly do the typing test, but I can type on the board so that you guys hear it. I have to run keyboard troubleshooter Windows key plus X. What the heck is all the... Oh my gosh, this is so much spam. Yeah, that's a lot of work. I'm gonna hold off on that. Yeah, I'm not too concerned right now, to be honest. As long as the stream is still running, we're good. We're good. Let's see. So you think of getting new switches, what is one you would recommend? If you're getting into the hobby, I recommend, if you're going for linears, start with Gateron Yellows or JWK Alpacas. Those are the two that you absolutely should try if you're trying to get into linears. Then from there you can move on to other things. Like for this one, this switch right now is Prevail Keys Epsilon switches. There we go. Let's see. I think I still have the old typing test listed here. No, you know what's weird? It all of a sudden suddenly works. What the heck? I didn't even do anything. What in the world? What? Why? Why is it suddenly working? But I guess that's good. Because we can actually do a typing test now. I'll probably still program it on my other device, but for now we can actually do a typing test. We can thank Kerbal, yeah. Him pasting all those instructions suddenly fixed it. There we go. Let's turn off some tunes. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. Let's move this guy out of the way. You guys are probably hearing all of the noise in my room. This is what it normally sounds like without my crisp, which is why I need the crisp. There we go. Let's do typing test. Here goes. There you go. Not bad. I'm gonna say that I like how it sounds better than better than when I built my Satisfaction. I am noticing some of the keys aren't pushed all the way in. Let's do that. But overall, a much better experience than mine. Yeah, mine I think was a little too high-pitched for my tastes. And that was even with the palm plate that I had, so I was pretty confused as to why it sounded so high-pitched. Was yours built with GMK keycaps? Mine was built with a Frankenswitch I was testing out. It was the ink housing with the UHMWP stem. And yeah, I did have... Let's see, what did I have on it? Let me check. YouTube. Mac Merlin, Satisfaction 75. What did I put on it? I put on... Looks like I put GMK Mizu on. So yeah, GMK. Maybe I should change out the layout for this because this is just so hella confusing. Alright. Board is done. I think maybe tomorrow I'll go pick up a battery. I think it's a CR1023 that I can put for the OLED over here. We'll see. Yeah, this board sounds pretty nice. Much better than my Satisfaction 75. So we'll definitely be enjoying this for the next week until I have to ship it back to the customer. Your laptop just discriminates Satisfaction 75. Probably. It's just weird. Yeah, there's no rhyme or a reason on why some computers work, some don't. Like, you know, try reinstalling drivers and everything, and it, like, you could have two computers that are identical and one would work and one does not, you know. Okay, so right now I'm just waiting a minute, 2 minutes. Oh, yes, it turned off. Thank you, Zark. Zark, if you are watching this, thank you for putting that fix in. That's amazing. Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons why I was so annoyed with my Satisfaction. I was so scared of like OLED burn-in, so I'm glad to see that's back. Okay, so if I were to use the board again, like type on it, it should turn back on. 2 minutes. It's a 2-minute counter on the stock, well, not the stock firmware, but the one that they tell you to like download. So yeah, you get to flash it with what the firmware that they include in the instructions. Yeah, this is great. I love it. I love that Zark fixed that already. But yeah, let's go do a typing test here, and then we can end the stream. We can end the stream. There we go. There we go. Little Corey T says, Epsilon's on FF4 in this board. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, it does sound pretty good. Quite like it. Yeah, if you guys go on my YouTube and search for my build, I guarantee you this sounds better than that, which is one of the reasons why I sold off that board. How's the typing feel? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I will have to say, though, that the way I built my Keychron Q1, like, I still prefer that over this, unfortunately. Yeah, but yeah, that's a subject for another time. Alright guys, as I was saying earlier at the beginning of the stream, I will not be streaming tomorrow, simply because my customer for tomorrow came down with COVID. As a result, they could not hand the board off to me this week. So I've scheduled him a couple weeks into February just to be sure, you know, because we don't know when he'll get better. And I'm not so confident I want to receive a board from someone who just got better from COVID. So no, just trying to keep myself safe here. But yeah, thanks guys for joining in. Next stream will be on Sunday for the weekly group buy news. So if that's the kind of information you want, if you want to know what boards are coming out, what keycaps are coming out, definitely come back here, 7:30 p.m. PDT, Sunday evening. All right, everyone, have a good night, have a good weekend, and if you're here in the United States, hope you have Monday off for Martin Luther King Day. All right, bye, guys. Bye-bye.